All right, so you're getting married and you're in the Fresno area. You're in the Central Valley area. You're in the heart of California. You're getting married and you're looking for people to cater your event. Now, what do? Who do you go after? You go after the best one. I have a pretty good job. My fiance has a pretty good job. We go after the painted table. You go on the internet, bam, painted table. Best place, best food. The chefs cook right at your place. They gave us a pretty bad experience. We have 200 people, 220 people. We're looking at a very nice menu. We're looking at sitting down with the painted table, what they can offer us. They went ahead and sent us over $15,000 estimate. $15,000 when they knew our budget was under 10. They sent us a $15,000 budget, and they said you can have it less if you get less hors d'oeuvres. Well, yes, I understand that. You don't give all my people hors d'oeuvres. Of course, it's going to be cheaper. What's sad is that it went down to $13,000, but after we said we'll think about it, we'll go look at somebody else, guess what happened 2 months later? They end up giving us a call and say, hey, we're having a special. We can do it for $11,000. And you know what? That's sad. That's sad that you threw that $15,000 estimate at me. And now you go ahead a couple months later, just to get my business, you go ahead and go down $11,000. Why didn't you just give me the $11,000 estimate at the beginning? It would have been. Don't try and make a lot of money off me. I know that they seen me coming in. They see my fiance. My fiance drives a Lexus. I drive a Porsche. They seen us driving in, and they wanted to sell us everything on their menu, and they wanted to price it at a premium price, which was their mistake. Because 4 months later, they call us back and say that they could accommodate our 220 people for a little over $8,000. Now, it was sad because during this time, we've checked out other venues in Fresno. And let me tell you, other venues. Let me tell you Pardini's. Let me tell you the Wedgewood. Let me tell you that place on Blackstone and Ashland that has that hall. Pardini's. Pardini's was pretty good. Now, if you've been there for a wedding or you've been there for an event, they cook okay. It's you know, I still think the Chico's has better tasting food than that place on their Italian food. It's okay. The prices were a little high, but it was okay. It's a nice area. That was one of our options. Another one of our options was the Wedgewood. It had great reviews. Where we're looking at different Wedgewoods around the valley in different states and looking at what the Wedgewood has to offer. They do an all-inclusive package. Let me tell you what happened to Wedgewood. It sucked. We went over there. We got invited to one of their events, which was a free tasting after we put down our deposit of $700. And we tasted their food, and the chicken Alfredo tasted like someone got a can from Walmart and poured it over some chicken that's been boiling, and they want to serve us some wilted salad, telling us that we're a little late for the event and the salad got wilted. And they want to try and sell us on our wedding and tell us that, oh, well, this is our best food right here. And it's sad that that food was so crappy, and other people at our table realized the food was crappy. And a lot of the people at the table didn't care. You know, they're asking me, how's your meatball? And I was like, this meatball isn't really good. It tasted like it's frozen. I know what frozen food tastes like. And other people at the table were like, well, yeah, it doesn't taste that good, but I don't care. It's a nice place. If you don't care about your food, then certain places are great. But if you care about your food and you're going to be paying a pretty penny for your food and it tastes no, we can't do that. We ended up scouring local people, local mom and pop shops that do catering, real authentic Mexican food, which was really, really cheap. And we end up finding the Madera Hospital through a friend. They had mentioned that they went to an event and they catered this event. And I told them, who? Madera Hospital? You talk about the cafeteria? They go, yes. They catered our golf event and the food was phenomenal. So we called them up. They had us do a sit down, white cloth sit down with very, very nice people all around. They had the boss come in, that's in charge of the whole section of the hospital. They had the 2 chefs come in and start bringing us our courses, and everything was catered very nice. The chicken, the stuffed chicken, the prime rib, the ribeye were all top-notch, freshly cooked, excellent sauces. It was a winner in my book. That was so cool. I couldn't believe that we could afford ribeyes for our wedding. If we went to another vendor, like there was one called 365 there in Clovis, she basically told us on our budget of $8,000, you're gonna have chicken, you're gonna have maybe some sort of fish, you're probably gonna have the cheapest meat out there, the cheapest meat, some type of sirloin, and that's it. They go, you can't afford the porterhouse, you can't afford the ribeyes, you can't afford the New York steaks. But at Madera Hospital, because Madera Hospital is a non-profit organization. If you look at Madera Hospital, they are non-profit, meaning there's meaning exactly that. They're not going to be making a lot of money off of you, so they're going to be giving you a lot of stuff at cost. So your seafood appetizers, if you go and serve 8 appetizers to your wedding, Madera Hospital is going to be dirt cheap. We're under 8,000, and we have a lot of appetizers, and we do have the ribeyes. We have stuffed chicken, and we went overboard on their menu. We did a lot because we could afford a lot, and you know what? It tastes excellent, and we're foodies. We like painted table, but their prices were insane. If you're gonna charge me that much for a small little appetizer of a lamb, it's good, but I'm not gonna fork out $15,000, and then you're gonna call me a couple months later and say, hey, now we have it for $11,000. Now I just feel like if I would have ordered at $15,000, I would have felt hustled, and I don't like feeling like I'm hustled. I know we have $30,000 to spend, but I don't like it how these vendors try and tell you, hey, you know what, our prices are going to be a little bit more expensive. It's like, you know what, we don't need that. We're smart. We call other people. We're gonna listen to you one time, and that's it. That's all you get. So good luck on everybody on your when you go look for food here in the Fresno area. There's a lot of people out there that if you do turn them down, they will call you back and give you a lower price, and it just sucks that they don't give you the lower price right there. And you know what, go for the tasting. A lot of these people try and put sauces on a steak, and they're telling you, oh, this sauce right here is made with this, this, and this, and it tastes like crap. It tastes like dirt. I'm like, are you shitting me? My mom makes better food than this. I go to a backyard barbecue, and I could get way better barbecue ribs than the one you're serving me over here. These ribs in an oven where it just tastes like cafeteria food. You know what? For my $10,000, you're not gonna get it. So everyone shop around. I want to give a shout out to Madera Hospital for their service. They're really good food. Anyone give them a call. They're really nice. They would love to do a sit down for you and give you their whole menu there, and you sit down and taste it, and it's awesome. Well, peace out. Well, my name's Alon. Talk to you guys later.